Welcome, everybody, to another special episode of The High Ground. I am your host, the Baron of Cloud City himself, the one and only, not from Sony, never a phony or punk ass macaroni, Abu Nas. We're here to give a special video and to basically praise, our better halves, the women in our lives, whether it be your mom, your sister, your grandmother, your aunts, cousins, or even your significant others and your children. We're celebrating them in the best way possible because the Fandom Menace has gotten a bad rap, especially us men, that we're misogynist, we're sexist, and we're afraid of women and we don't want them to shine. That couldn't have been further from the truth. But as one of the people who is in the trenches with the Fandom Menace, I felt it is incumbent upon me to take you all on a journey and give you some real life lessons behind that. Now, this is just me celebrating, as I know I speak for all men, the most important woman in our lives, most of all, the one that's been here with us literally from the beginning. All right. Bear with me on this, because it gets deep. But I know you women know what I'm talking about. As the sperm leaves the shaft of man, understand that the object is to fertilize woman indeed. The seed of life is needed to breed a new type of man to rise up on the scene. Second dawn, I and I rhythm keeps me calm as in songs. The Lord of creation on my arm. The egg is blessed with the sperm's fertilized. Pretty soon, two angels will come from above to start the process that will address your life of every aspect of your journey towards your Lord. Sometimes life can't be short. Yo, you can't afford no procrastination on your part. So take heart, let me start to spark your life from the dark. In the warmth of the womb, you spin without form. Month 1, as the angels help you stay strong. You belong in his care as you grow by his leaves. Month 2, as the lungs causes you to breathe. The heart also forms at this stage of life. The angels is recording your wrongs and your rights. The head starts to form, also feet and hands. You float in darkness as the rest start to expand. Your mother feels your presence, she sings love song. Now, you're turned on, her love now adds on more years of righteous deeds, so you can believe that the Lord will bless you in whatever you need. Your mother cares not whatever hell she'll go through, as long as nothing on earth ever harms you. She doesn't know that the angel stood by your side, praising God forever as you open your eyes for the first time in month 3. Now you please. Month 4 rolls around as we get down to the nitty gritty as your form is complete. You kick your mother to tell her you need peace in your life, cause now she knows you have rights. She protects you more stronger during the night as she sleeps and dreams, cause now her dreams are your dreams. So be careful if you bring something that worries you, cause it will worry him. The capacity not to sin for him is great. Push it gently to tell you still my friend, my best friend. Until the end, now we begin. See, this is the beginning of life. You only got one chance to really make it right or not. This is the beginning of life. You only got one chance to really make it right. Month 5 comes around quicker than expected. You're still protected, but sometimes it gets hectic in your ear. Your mother's voice now becomes clear. You now feel all the joys and all her fears. Your DNA matrix put together by both your mother and father from the songs they both wrote to their Lord to bless them with an offspring. And I'll sing his glory as we now enter spring. April, May, and June, the flowers full bloom. You're happy cause the blessed event is coming soon. Month 6 passes by, more drama on the rise. Your mother cries, your father cut all ties with the union. That makes the Lord of the Flies very pleased, cause if you do right, he can't succeed of bringing Adam's line of mankind to his knees. You disagree, follow him then, and you will see. Back to the story. We roll to month 7. A new command is sent down from out the heavens The angels at your side from month one's almost done. Recording your life how your Lord wants it done. But then you step to month 8 to keep it straight. You can't wait to step in a new place where sights and sounds are amplified 100-fold into a world where your heat becomes cold. Month 9 becomes the moment of truth. Your mother feels it's time to let you loose upon the world. Whether you be boy or girl, you're still a pearl. In her eyes you mean the world. The angels look neither pleased nor displeased. Their job is complete, so now they take their leave. Nothing for you to worry or fret, cause 2 more angels will come after your first breath and stay with you until your final breath, until there's nothing left for you to profess. Push, mommy, push. Here we go. Don't lose control. Just let me come out slow. Now I know how important you are. Looking in your pretty eyes, I say praises due to Allah. Yep. Pretty much this. You see, this is the beginning of life. You only got one chance to really make it right. This is the beginning of life. You only got one chance to really make it right. This is the beginning of life. Of course, you know you're gonna really make it right. The beginning of life, one chance, you gotta make it right. Here we go. You see, maybe I may be, sexist and misogynist in some ways, but there's no way in hell that I'm not gonna celebrate, the woman that basically carried me into this world. All my ups and downs, all the things that I've, experienced in my life would be nothing without this woman bringing me into this world to experience it. And pretty much, this is a journey and a celebration of women of all kinds, of all nationalities, and of all races. But this is also, for us men, that I want to, share my thoughts on how we can be better men to our women. So, with that being said, let's get it cracking. Now, you see how I started this thing off? The beginning. Now, as kids, we go through life. We're dependent on our mothers, a woman, to teach us, to feed us, to clothe us, and to protect us. I always said this in many of my videos. Like I said, I'm still catching flack from the women that think I don't care about women being empowered and this, that, whatever. Yeah, I definitely care about y'all being empowered. But it has to be some balance behind that. Because as much as I understand the feelings of women who's been marginalized and disrespected and abused in many aspects, whether mental or physical, and these things hurt because this is part of the human family that is being abused, and most of this is done by us, if not all, and it's a hurtful thing because you never want to see nobody that you love in these type of situations. And hey, man, I say it, when things like that happen, it erodes, the society as a whole. And I'd be the first to tell you, I support all, women's right to, to be equal in every aspect in terms of work, livelihood, and just plain decency, I mean, half the time, if people don't know how to approach a woman and, and things of that nature, you being introverted, if you don't have that type of social skills, you can come off as creepy, and in this day and age, everybody is on guard, and that's fine, unfortunately, I do have some issues behind it, but it's all based off of a subjective thing to say all men are not bad. And those within the Fandom Menace is included. I know we hate, the characters that are women in the movies and such and so forth, but, we only looked at it as we're not, hating the woman themselves or the actress that plays these characters. We just hate how the characters are not developed and not done correctly in order for us to enjoy and be invested in their stories. It's really that simple. But no matter how many times we try to teach and to educate people behind this, they just wanna hang on to the narrative, and it just makes them feel good to just, like I said, go out of their way, to complain, just to spin something that's really not there. But I could tell you one thing, to appreciate the womb that bore you, and to, at the very least, uphold that, the only woman you always gonna be faithful to is your mom, and whether she was a good mom or a bad mom, for my faith in Islam, the womb that bore you bears reverence over anything else, including your feelings, because God made it very clear, if your mother did not bring you into the world, there would be no you, regardless of how you feel. I had the reason why I'm doing this video is that I had a very great conversation with two brothers. That's one that I rode with for Zack Snyder, released the Snyder Cut, and the other one is both for Star Wars and for Zack Snyder too. I dedicate this video to my two good buddies, Stamat of the Dead and Jack Burton Returns. We had a very great Twitter conversation regarding our mothers, and we realized that these strong women had some of them had rough lives, including my own, but they did the best that they could, and they taught us great life lessons that we're using today, and especially in lieu of teaching our children. So with that being said, yeah, I ain't got no problem shouting out my brothers, because they both inspired me to do this video today. So I kind of switched it up a little bit, but that's okay. We're gonna keep it going, giving praises and to God, for bringing our mothers into the world to bring us into the world, So let's get it cracking. Let's get it cracking. I wish I can, make a garden, make a big garden and dedicate it to her, where she could just lounge in the chair, don't have to do nothing, She did the damn thing with us as kids, so why can't we be, protective of her in their advanced age and beyond? You see, there's a place where I love to go when I'm cold. In my heart, as a spark rise right after dark, I embark on a journey that only for the lonely soul who needs another soul to support me. From the microphone plus the tension, negative vibes will corrupt lives, cause drama with my henchmen. In the same double space, we run the race at the same pace to get a taste of the rhythm that's in place. Can't you see what I'm doing? Using complete sounds to rebuild the ruins. I beg your pardon, let's get back to the garden. Whatever come may, I just pray that I'm starting to thank those who knows how we grow on the daily. I love her like no other, a visionary. I don't know for sure if she can hear me. Thanks for keeping me secure when times was scary. That's how it goes, man. Celebrate the one that gave you birth, that got you on this earth. You know what it is, the rose garden. Yep. In my rose garden, I'm at peace with myself. I dwell by myself without no one else bothering me, cause I need serenity to help me succeed on whatever I need to do for myself and all those in my cipher. Never will you see me quit as a writer, cause my thought needs to be put on paper, saved for later in the studio like a razor. I love my mother to death, cause now you know what time it is when it's time to protect. Give her mad respect and your loving, cause she was there at every turn when you was nothing, cousin. Yo, believe me, see me as a little Warner, brother who loves his mother till he's a goner. I was born in the world so helpless, gave me everything she had and she was never selfish. help this rhyme reach all yours in your section. And understand, I stress this lesson. Say I love you to the one who gave birth, and you'll know just how much your life's truly worth. Rose Garden. For all mothers out there, staying on your grind, taking care of your kids, raising them the best way that you can, whether you're poor or rich. Teaching them good life lessons that they can carry into their adulthood. You understand? The Rose Garden. Before we start, give moms their praise, I beg their pardon. Love, devotion to the one, whether you be daughter or son. That's how you have to look at it. And then from there, you know, sometimes life takes different turns for us men. Sometimes we go astray from the things that we learn from our mother, or our fathers if they're in our lives, But I concentrate on the mothers because moms do more of the heavy lifting than dads. That's a fact. As much as I love my daughters, I don't pull the type of weight that their mothers do. And I give thanks to God for them, whether I had issues with them or not. Most of the times, my kids being raised, I'm blessed that they turned out as good as they did because of their mothers. So yeah, this society is going to be built on mothers and on women no matter what we think. So I just hope at some point that we treat all mothers, regardless whether we're related to them or not, with the utmost respect. But let's move away from the one that we always run to when shit get hot. And I speak for our younger generation too. It's almost like when things get in trouble, man, it's like, man, I'm going to mom's house. I can't deal with this, Mom got everything taken care of. Mom got all the answers to everything. Even when we think we know the answers to it, we're always in the comfort of mom. Is like, Ma, is there something in the refrigerator? Ma, I need this clothes wash. Ma, hold my calls. I'm getting ready to go out with this hot chick. She always got your back through it all, but she wants you to come correct, And that's the thing that, I try to teach these young boys. But like I said, we're young, we think we're invincible. We think we got it all locked down, we're Romeos and, we're getting it in, but like I said, even the Don was inexperienced with women at one point. I know, right? But, but you got to go through the growing pains. You fall in love, you thought this was the one and it doesn't happen. But you never forget your first. And that goes for women too. Certain psychological issues behind it as well. But you do what you can, for the ones that you love. Yeah, we was young once. And we thought we was invincible. But there will become a time where when young boys get too ahead of ourselves, and like I said, the Don was not excluded in that area, and we bit off more than we could chew, and we screwed up, and it was always that one, that, we should have treated a lot better, but it didn't happen. We break up, but then you be like, damn, I don't know why I missed out on that, And then you sit down and you pour your heart out, especially when you was in high school. We all been there. We all been there. Junior high school, it didn't matter. It was always that one, that you felt like got away. But you did. It's almost like you pour your heart out in the hopes that she will hear your words. When you say, your wisdom shall never fade. Don't deserve your love in any way. So ashamed of myself, I must say. My love for you will always stay in the deepest part of my intimate thoughts. My love for you will always be a driving force that promotes me to live and do what I do, whether I'm on the low with the Fandom Menace crew, you know? Of course. Now, please tell me what you're thinking of. Tell me the truth. Are you in love with the fact that I'm so in love with you? Always and forever and tried and true. Never has any woman touched me so. To the bottom of my heart, to the depths of my soul. I wasn't worthy to be your husband then, and I'm sure not worthy to be that now. Maybe one day I'll show you how. You're worthy enough to be my Zouch. May God be praised. My queen, your wisdom will never fade. Yeah, man. We gotta go through all of that. You know, we beg and plead to the woman to take us back, but sometimes it don't work. It doesn't work sometimes. Wonderful times me and you have shared, confessing our love in each other's ear. Can't you tell how happy that made me feel? Just being next to you with that sex appeal, looking fine as can be. You always shine. Your personality makes you one of a kind. In my mind, cause you'll always be my Valentine. I'll serve you forever to the end of time. As your husband of your dream, cause you are in mine. A wife whose style can't be defined. In simple terms, it's too complex. Got me sitting down wondering what's next. Helping me to do what's right. Taking me to new and glorious heights. May God be praised. My queen, your wisdom shall never fade. But, you know, we's trying hard and we want her back. But sometimes it don't work. So we just say, this is my word no matter what. I do in this world that's so corrupt. You're always gonna be the woman of my dreams. Sweet like ice cream, smooth like Vaseline. Every time I hear your name I want to scream. You're the prettiest girl that I've ever seen. When you're with me, you give me self-esteem. Always speaking mature and never obscene. Your pretty eyes got me mesmerized to the point where you know that I can't deny the positive qualities that satisfy my hunger for your love to the day I die. Hey my girl, you got me hyped. I hope that I'm in your thoughts tonight. You reminisce with this vocalist and all the good times that we both miss. But I'm here to say, my queen, your wisdom will never fade. In no way, shape, or form. And I'm gone. You know, these are life lessons we all gotta learn sometimes, you know? But hey, like I said, we thought we was invincible when we was young, but now we're coming into our 20s, and hopefully we're getting a little knowledge, wisdom, and understanding, you know? And we try to be better men, but sometimes the tables get turned, you know? Now we the ones, you know, that got dumb. You know, we the ones that got pushed to the side, you know? And like I said, the Dom wasn't immune to it, you know, because it happened very early in my career, you know? I spazzed out behind it, but, you know, like I said, I had to go through my growing pains, you know? But that one girl that we gave our all, we spent money on, we wrote cards and been devoted, and then they brushed us off to, you know, to a hotter cat, or, you know, somebody with more money and more prestige and such and so forth, or, you know, movie star came in and she wanted to be a groupie, that sort of thing, you know. But it is what it is. And then we have to say to ourselves that, you know, we shouldn't have called out a name and like, you whore, you ruined my life, and, you know, and all of that. It's all emotion. It's all emotion. But at the very least, you know, we will pour our hearts out and tell them exactly what you missed. And like I said, it two could play that game. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Help to make the season bright.
You already know. Come on. Let's do it. Ladies, this is dedicated to y'all for breaking our heart. Just love me. Just love me for who I am. This ain't a scam I schemed in my mind to put in rhyme a time long gone. But then again, your vision I see is just fine. The creation of love is an unfettered might that soothes and grooves a couple to a perfect mood of love. That's what I said before and say again, to remain the same in a lovesick joy. Whatever the cost, I will not let slip by. My girls cry for love and understanding. Offering cheap love is often rejected, not respected, till that path is corrected. This point again, I stress to the highest. Don't follow through what you cannot foresee. Don't hold the key if you can't unlock the lock. Don't try to knock, just move on down the block. Never stop. Never stop. Woo! Ladies, you broke our heart.
It's from one.
Never stop back to look what you missed out. Keep on south without a doubt that you lost out or lost it from within. A love that's smooth and pure as the purest form of life that shines in the sky or in the stars. The purest form of love that's blessed to Allah. Love for your wife and also all of mankind. Love for those who found a way out of crime. Courtesy of me, the one, the A-D-N-A-S, you know who I be. All praises due to the Almighty. Let me just say what I believe. Just love me. Just love me for who I am. Fine if you do it, fine if you don't. I won't distort the picture in my thoughts. Never that. You know I'm singing, pouring my heart out. My heart out. You know what's up. Yeah, you with Big Willie, but I'm still standing, baby. A clear-cut view of the pain that you brought. I feel fine, the wounds are healed quick. So you sit with a cut that's too big for a kiss. A first aid to chase the blues away. Long live my new queen. My baby's here to stay. You heard? I mean, seriously. You know, I'm not saying we can live without you. But you know, it's never right to have kids see you fight. The pain that they feel will last through the night. As men, we need to know what we went wrong. As women, you need to know to stand strong. Lose your loving charms to soothe our soul. Men, allow her to make your love grow. We're not getting younger, this you all know. The cold earth will be our final abode. But before we get there, let us revere God Almighty and be of good cheer. Love your woman, love your man. Hold each other's hand and learn to understand. Forbearance, patience, and also forgiveness will cure wickedness and the rest of the sickness that you incur throughout your whole life. But knowledge and wisdom will make it feel right. When you have all that, look in each other's eyes and say, praise God that you came in my life. You know? That's wisdom extraordinaire for the one Abu Nas. They take these lessons to heart. You know? These are the type of things that'll get us through the day, that'll bring families together when they're split apart. You know? Yeah, man, it's real out in the battlefield. But I'm here to educate and try to have us reevaluate how we have to treat our women. You know, when you see them out in the street, don't be a creep. You know, give them compliments the right way. If she smiles and she want to engage you further, then you can take it there. You know, but you don't have to call out a name. You know, you got to be bigger than that. You're a king. Kings don't, you know, fall in the ways of peasants. That's what a peasant do. You know, like I said, I was living my peasant, madness before I became a king. You know, our significant others, you know, our daughters, you know, our aunts, everybody, all of them should be treated with the utmost respect. You know, because that's how people, and that's how family grow, you know. You already know how Abu Nas gets down, you know. And I'm gonna stay true to this. Now, besides all of that, you know what I'm gonna do? I hope all the ladies out here listen to this. You know, especially those within the Fandom Menace. You know, because you made everything special for us to celebrate your wisdom, your knowledge, you know, your wit, you know, your humor. And also when we have to, you know, step over to the side and let y'all shine. You know, I don't have a problem with that. And neither do the rest of the Fandom Menace. You know, because we know that you got our best interest in mind. So this is dedicated to y'all too. You know, in some ways. In many ways. But I'm not gonna keep y'all guys here too much longer. But I would like to tell you like 2 little stories, you know, that involves women. You know how Mary Sue Ray is a character that nobody cares about because she wasn't written properly. You know, I actually wrote 2 stories where, you know, women was badasses. You know what I'm saying? And they handled the business. But, you know, they were anti-heroes. And I said, yeah, man, they kick ass. You know, it was a short story, but I also made a song about it because I was hoping that, you know, back in the days I was planning to do like a little book, but have like a cassette, like an audio. I was even before the Kindle and all of that, audio books. I was gonna make a little tape, you know, that gave a little synopsis of who these people were or who these ladies were, and it never really panned out, you know. But I kind of figured since I've already written the song, you know, I'll tell the story of, you know, 8 badass women, you know, that's immortal, and they're here to take no prisoners whatsoever, you know. And it's like, I'm gonna ask, why didn't you write the story? Well, I did write the story, I just never was able to get it off the ground. But since it's a music form, I'll let you, you know, take a gander at it as I do the song, and you know, you can try to imagine to yourself what this may actually play itself out in if it was in, you know, a television show or a movie, you know that I could get rich off of. But nah, it didn't happen. But at the very least, I just wanted to give this to you just so you could be entertained as we start winding this down. So let's do it. Yeah. What is the true evil that you speak? The brink of hell, all demons are released. Fortify the lies we provide on the real. Fuck how you feel, just go for the steel. In your backpack, strap mail deep, we never lack. Nerve for ammo to open up your back. Run the streets deep, secular beast, we never sleep. But listen as I tell you something discreet. Suckers know about the Sisters of the Flame. Their legion, their whole mob was insane. Given eternal life by the lords of hell. Traveling to earth for ways to excel. And causing havoc and mayhem to every realm. Praising forever the sons of Mushbashelm. Evil soldiers, killer be killed, soul controllers. Never say defeat, light was taken over. Shit stick, always nighttime here's to flip. Say their name, the Sisters of the Flame. Ha ha, you heard? Yo, check this out. It's easy to live in darkness for all time without the slightest chance of the sun to go shine. You're right. Forces of night, give them all strength. The circumference of earth will now repent. Test them now, see how long you last in the war. The inner core always survive and never fall. These sisters be loving violence and mass destruction. Breaking bread with the dead, always in conjunction. You got it right, nah, I got the wrong one. The wrong one always shed blood with mad emotions. Impaling their victims, love to watch them squirm. The books imagine, never touched by no vermin. Don't be concerned yourself with their kind of evil that should never be defined. What binds them together in the eternal quest? What sets them apart and above all the rest? Don't be ashamed to call out their name. The sun, moon, black, and the Sisters of the Flame. Sisters of the Flame. Don't let them girls drive you insane. Ha ha. Yeah. You know what this is? Who's left to come over and confess? Yeah, you need help on the quest of death? The wind blows the leaves past your shaking chest. Fear in your heart pumps more blood in distress. You love the light, but darkness has your soul more than any man can withstand on his own. You hear horses off in the foggy distance. The sentence is that death is always relentless, riding what seems like they're in slow motion, with their weapons raised up in true devotion to the ways of the soul's lord in eternal darkness. Let's spark, mistress of heart, mega heartless, embrace the fire you desire in this region. The sisters of the flame come down in legion. Carol Ann, Jasmine, Karen, Serenade, Isabel, Heather, Tiffany, and Wu Mei. Evil as they come, your hope is all in vain. They come to bring the pain, the sisters of the flame. Yeah, it's just something I had to drop on you guys. You know, just to give you a new flavor. But I got one more story for you before I fade out. Now, we got another group of sisters. We got another group of women. You know, badasses, anti-heroes. They're the enemies of the sisters of the flame. You know, but they're not totally good. They just have a long-standing beef that, in the story that I've written, that the sisters of the flame was just like the Night Walkers, the White Walkers. They're just here to just wipe everybody out. But this badass crew that was that stood against them, they didn't want that to happen. You know, they're not, like I said, they're not totally goody two shoes, but they're here to bring the balance. And they're with their mortal enemies. They was called the Maids of the Cipher. Now, I wrote a song about it, you know, and like I said, they're not goody two shoes. They operate by their own code. Yeah, their own code and their own rules. But, you know, but they don't want the sisters of the flame to come out on top. It would rather, you know, be them. So with that being said, let's get this, you know, party started and just see where their allegiance lies. Yes, right, as time goes by. This the Maids of the Cipher on. They was always jealous of the sisters of the flame. That's right. Yeah. Feeling that? I know you are. We gonna get it cracking right now. Maids of the Cipher on. Brought to you by your brother Abu Nas. Let's do it. Come on. The world is cold to the young untrained eye who could not know what kind of innocent lies has taken total control of all they know. The knowledge was dead from their head to their toes. Nothing can be done to reverse the path that was left stranded during the aftermath. You see where I'm getting at, right? The world is cold to the young untrained eyes who could not know what kind of innocent lies had taken total control of all they know. Their knowledge was dead from their head to their toes. Nothing can be done to reverse the path that was left stranded during the aftermath of the last great war that was so beyond mankind's inability to respond of the total destruction that was placed upon the earth by the Maids of the Cipheron. But who are the Maids of the Cipheron? What is their purpose and where do they belong? So many questions. Where do they belong? What's short of time? I can't answer this in this rhyme, but I can tell you all that I can. So you can be aware just in case they plan another attack from anywhere on the map, born for combat, and that's a sad fact. Of it all, prepare for war and beyond. From the Maids of the Cipher. Maids of the Cipher. Yeah. Now these women are no joke. They kick ass and take names. Yo, who are the maids of the Cypheron? What is their relationship to Shaitan? God only knows, but we can still show their purpose on earth and their plan to overthrow the righteous among those who have the faith. And God the Most High, so will never waste any time in dealing with the task at hand. Let's start with the name of their homeland. In the fourth dimension, it's called Cypheron. There's the mountains that was near Epsilon. Born immortal, they don't know fear. Their instinct to kill took them many years to perfect. But when they was done, they was deaf, riding on the pale horse, time to collect the money that you had put under your tongue. The underworld is calling you, yep, you're the one that they need to bear witness to the fact that you lack the strength and made them come back to destroy all they know was all along that could not beat the maids of the Cypheron. Yeah, maids of the Cypheron, never out of place. Yeah, you know what, kids? I wish I could make this into a movie. I really do. The maids of the Cypheron versus the sisters of the flame. If you like girl power, I'm giving it to y'all full force. You see, in 2019, can't you understand why the maids of the Cypheron rule the land, yourself and your wealth, and cannot sustain your health? The reaper shall come to you in stealth. The house of the Lord shall not let you in, and the prince of lies will not be your friend. You accept them in, you sealed your doom. The maids of the Cypheron spawned from the moon. You heard? You heard? You can never contest the true game of death that the maids will put till there's no one left to play with it all. That is to come 360 degree, yes, from the sun, the circumference of the whole planet Earth, so you know how much that was truly worth to the maids who seem to never be satisfied until all mankind submits and dies with no will to fight, cause you was a fool to believe that this could not happen to you. The maids could never accept defeat from anyone who wants everlasting peace. That's something that burns to the core of their being, which makes them want to go to war. Maggie, Linda, Sandra, Jeannie, Cindy, Alice, Tanya, and Dawn. There's no way on earth that man can stop the hellspawn maids of the Cypheron. Never out of place. Maids of the Cypheron. Well, with that being said, everybody, my lesson for today is to love all women and give them the utmost respect, because we need them just like they need us. And the best way to heal the wounds that we created is to bring ourselves to a level to want to learn more from them. You know, to respect their wishes, their hopes, their dreams. Support them in their desires to make themselves better women. You know, so they can love you even more. You know, it's not that hard. It's not that difficult. It starts with me, and let it flow out to the rest of men. Trust me, when you have a good woman by your side, there's nothing you can't accomplish. This is your brother Abu Nas. Thank you for chilling with me on a special episode of The High Ground. Sending love to all our women throughout all the known spaces of this world and beyond. My next video, we're getting back to the drama. Okay? So don't worry, we're gonna get it cracking. Other than that, peace and love. Be good to yourself and each other. Later.